Hello. If you're like me, you usually keep like to keep Hello. If you're like me, you usually like to keep your desktop pretty empty. Default wallpaper, minimal icons, taskbar, boring, just the necessities. If you're also like me, you love scrolling on the certain subreddit whose name I'm unsure of if I'm able to say, and you love seeing all of the fancy schmancy Unix rices. Now, I'm a plebeian Windows user because I am too scared of not being able to play Marathon. So, today, I'll be trying my best to make this look just a little better. Not nearly as good as some of the stuff on here, but, you know, just a little better. First step to that, in my opinion, gonna be a wallpaper. Now, I've tried the wallpaper hunt. I've used the same wallpaper on my phone for 3 years because it's the only one I found that I really liked, and whenever I have a Windows installation, I usually just keep the default. I can't bring myself to care more than that. I think the solution for me would be Wallpaper Engine, which I don't say lightly. I'm somebody who likes to keep my background programs list pretty empty, and it pains me to see it already having this much, which, unfortunately, will probably only be going up as I continue to make videos and I continue to customize. But for me, Wallpaper Engine, it does the trick. There are some things that I'm not too huge on, such as let's hide anime, such as some of the more cringy Reddit memery like Pepe and Rick and Morty and a ton of anime and like sexualized women. I'm not too big on that kind of stuff, but there is something that I do like. It's the PlayStation 3 XMB theme, and then there's a little customized preset here that I use, and in my opinion, I think it looks really nice. I do really enjoy this. I grew up with the PS3, as young as I may sound, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I played the orange box, and this menu stuck with me. I really miss it when I play like on the new PS5. It has no themes at all, so it's really nice to see this wavy, almost reminds me of a marble. Those little marbles here on my desktop. Now that my desktop is customized, there is one other thing. I don't like having desktop icons. I don't. Maybe it's the Mac OS in me, even though I am a real Apple hater. But I don't know. I just don't like them, and I usually like to come to view and turn them off. Just blank, empty space for me to do what I want. It's nice, but we can go further because 90% of it, I mean, it looks pretty good, but this isn't like usable space. It's of course usable, as in things can occupy it, but what about the stuff that's already occupied? How can we make that better? That's where Windhawk comes in. Now, this is, unfortunately, another program that'll live down here. But with it, you can do a ton of customization. It's, I'm not gonna lie, it's tough to figure out. Really, really tough. You can do some basic stuff, but when it comes to combining and making a overall theme, cohesive theme, I should say, it's tough. It is not easy. But we can do some stuff. We come here, choose what we want. I'm going to go with Simply Transparent, click Save, and voila. we now have a somewhat prettier looking Windows desktop. Now, I honestly wouldn't worry too much about performance. It's just something that always sticks in the back of my mind when I see just something else here. When I open this, the wallpaper in the background, it just stops moving. It's trying to save as much bandwidth on your processor as it can and try to save as much performance so you can just go about your day without seeing any lag from the existence of Wallpaper Engine. As for Windhawk, I haven't noticed anything too extreme in my usage of it. Anything really impacting performance at all, really. Maybe there's a slight performance dip. I don't know. I haven't noticed it, but I'm really big on video games and gaming in general. So I love to squeeze as much performance out of this computer as I can. Overall, I think it does look better. I do. Pretty simple task too. It obviously looks nowhere near as good as the people of the Unix subreddit that I showed earlier, but I don't think it looks half bad. This is my first video, so if you enjoyed it, feel free to like, subscribe, maybe even hype it. I heard that's a new thing, and I heard it's pretty useful for smaller channels, so hey, if you liked it, why not do that? Thank you very much.